Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show. Today, we are diving into the question that's been on a lot of people's mind. Is the end of the world or the end of time near? Think of all the things that are happening. What was that? You're going to press a button.
Yeah, I don't know which one.
Oh. Yeah.
That's all right.
Well, that won't show up on here anyway.
Oh.
That's only for when we go live.
Oh.
But you can do it to amuse yourself if you wish. So, the things that are happening, you probably don't watch the news because what are you, a millennial now or a Gen Z?
Yeah, I gave up on the news.
Right, that's what I thought. You probably don't even have regular TV.
I don't.
See? That age. But anyway, the things that are happening, the floods, the fires, before you start even thinking about things about the end of the world, picture meteor strikes, zombie apocalypse, right? Or I don't know, some rogue AI talking over coffee. The AI talking over your coffee maker. So AI is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody uses it, even you. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, yeah, I just started using it recently.
Yeah, see, told you. It's like I'm psychic or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So honestly, there have been fires, floods, shootings everywhere, meteors heading towards Earth. All these things. Jeannie actually just said to me the other day, is this like the rapture or something? What's going on? All these storms, floods, and fires. What is your take on that? Because you know what? People have been saying it's the end of the world for like 1,000 years.
Yeah.
And it still hasn't ended.
Well, I definitely believe we're getting there. You know what I mean? I think that we're getting
Well, are we getting there like next week? Or are we getting there next month? Or are we getting there 2 million years from now? What's your thought on it?
Well, that's a good question.
I know, that's why I
I don't...
Your take. Since you don't watch the news, you don't know all the things that are going on.
If it really just depends on if we're going to nuclear war.
Well, that's very true. We are closer than we've ever been, really. So everybody seems to have a nuclear weapon. I don't understand why we have to tell everybody they can't have nuclear weapons. Doesn't really make sense to me. Yeah, we have nuclear weapons, but we tell the other people they're not allowed.
Narcissism.
Yeah, no doubt. So the end of the world. How do you explain? Did you know that we can actually drop a chemical into the sky with a plane and make rain?
Yeah, we could do a lot of things.
It's called cloud seeding. Did you know that?
The chemtrails do?
No, the chemtrails, I don't really know about the chemtrails. I do know that it's scientifically proven, and there are companies out there that do that, and people hire the company to put this chemical into the clouds so it'll form rain so their crops will grow and stuff like that. Do you feel that we should be playing Mother Nature?
Oh,
or do you think it's going to destroy? Because,
I think it would definitely, I think that it's definitely going to come back to bite. That's like playing God.
My point.
You're playing Mother Nature, you're playing God.
And that's true. This happened, the cloud seeding happened right before the floods where all those children died. And it happened in that area. Now, he said that the amount of chemical that he puts into the clouds would not have formed that kind of rain. So he said it was natural. But he was, talked to about that situation, and I believe he was found innocent, but I watched the interview on it. And I didn't even know cloud seeding existed before that. Like, somebody can actually alter the weather. So if he has a company doing it, that means it has been around forever. So if he had it, that means the government had it before him. That's my opinion anyway. So what do you think about AI? At one point, I went to a diner and had breakfast. Jeannie, I was sitting at the booth, and there were people on the booth over here, and their food was being delivered by a robot.
Yep, sounds about right.
No, I'm really serious. It was a robot.
It's not the first time I've heard that. I feel like I've heard that.
And they took the tray off the robot, and the robot went away.
Yeah, where was that at?
2 days.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was very surprised. I was like, whoa, there goes that person's job.
Right.
One less server. But on the other hand, you don't have to tip the robot.
Right.
I mean, robots, I'm going to say this. I'm sorry, robots. I know you're going to disagree with me, but you don't have feelings. I'm sorry, say that?
They're listening.
I know, that's my point. I watched iRobot with Will Smith. I don't know if you ever saw that movie, but apparently one of those robots had feelings. So if you have feelings, robot at 2Js, I do apologize if you're watching this podcast, because I would feel really bad. What do you think about AI taking over people's jobs? I know that you don't want that, but it's going to happen.
Right. So, well, yeah, I think it's kind of inevitable. But also at the same time, I think there's good and bad in everything. So it's really, I think, it's definitely going to play a role in, people losing jobs, like that sort of thing, and also taking jobs away from like artists and stuff like that. There's people who do like graphic design and stuff like that. But guess what? It's probably totally going to take away from that.
I would think.
Also, writing, like people writing books, things like that.
Forget it.
Like it's going to take away the creativity aspect from humanity that we really need. And that really kind of connects us to our spirit, you know what I mean?
I do.
So I think that is definitely a downside to AI. We're not, I mean, you can literally, like kids today can like take a picture of their homework and like have all the answers. Like we're not going to have to use our brain anymore.
I literally said in one of my podcasts that if I had AI when I was a kid, I would have been a freaking genius.
That's what I'm saying, but it's not even us that are being genius. It's
right, but the teacher wouldn't have known it.
Right.
So,
Right.
I mean, I use AI for my podcast, and when I want a description of something, I type it in and it prints out an entire thing.
Well, I'm pretty
Secret.
Sure
I'm giving up.
I'm pretty sure they're coming out with like glasses and stuff that like you can use AI into, where it's like it'll kind of scan.
Oh, do you know
something and
Blake?
let
Do you know
like,
Blake that
all
used to
about
be
it.
on the Trump bus or whatever? You know Blake? He has glasses like that.
The Ray-Ban glasses.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
they
so-
can like scan things and
And it's a video camera as well.
But what's cool about that is like my friend went to Africa with those glasses and she was able to have a full conversation with her grandmother for the first time in her entire life because of the fact that it translated what her
Wow.
grandmother was saying. So like again, there's like pros and cons to everything, and
But,
I
like-
think it's just
Is this AI revolution the end of time? Because it's taking over everything. Let's just use Walmart for example. When you walk into Walmart or you walk into Home Depot, there are really no people that you can find. It's all self-checkout. You know, give me a discount if I have to do the work. In Home Depot, you can't find anything anymore. I actually was walking in Home Depot. I'm sorry, I'll use Sam's Club. I walked into Sam's Club and I heard beep, 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 beep. Like I turned around, what it was, there's this like floor scrubber. But the floor scrubber was a robot. So there goes that guy's job. Then you do the self-checkout. There goes that person's job. There's only one person
right,
in the checkout.
right.
Everybody else is like automated.
Right, and everything's like through portals and things today as well. Like entering stuff into portals,
Correct.
and kind of doing things for you as well. So I think it's definitely going to take a drastic turn on like humanity, especially with prices and stuff going up everywhere. Like, and people are going to be kind of without like jobs. And now, did you see that they're coming out with like a tattoo machine thing that they're you like put it in like what you want, and they're like tattooing people's skin and stuff like
No
that.
kidding.
Taken away from
Is the quality good?
artists. I mean,
It's a robot doing it,
It's a
really.
robot doing it, so like lines are going to be super straight, things like that, depending on
Wow.
well, depending on if the person moves, but I'm sure they're going to create machines around that too.
Yeah, they'll probably lock
Um,
your arm in.
yeah, so everything I feel like they're just kind of taking away from humanity. They're kind of turning this into like a video game. You know what I mean? Like
Right, exactly.
where it's
And
like you put
that's
on a pair of vision glasses and like you just kind of you can just control things.
and that's why I believe that nobody's going to have a job anymore, and the government's just going to pay you, and that's what they were working towards. So is that the end of time?
I mean, they talk about like the one world order type of deal
Right.
too,
They've
where
been
there's
talking about
like
that for a
for a
while now
long
too.
time, which is like one religion, one currency,
Right.
one thing
It's
where
like one
everybody
belief
is the same
system.
thing. Like, how does that make life? You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be pretty freaking boring.
I agree. But if nobody has to work and you can enjoy life,
I don't think that they're gonna not make us work.
well, here's the deal. Everybody,
What would we do?
well, everybody knows that I had a heart attack, right? And I had an operation. Did you know, I guess depending on how much money you make, there is a robot that actually can do this operation, and even without breaking the sternum, and just go through these little tiny little ports, and robots do it. Now, yes, granted that the person has to program the robot.
Well, have you heard of the quantum computer?
No, tell me about that.
So there's a quantum computer that's at the Cleveland Clinic up in Cleveland.
Hence, that's why they call it the Cleveland Clinic.
Yeah,
There's one right down the road. How come it's not in Cleveland?
yeah. They have branches.
Is that where it started?
It's branches, yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I went there when I got life flighted there when I got a tear in my esophagus and almost died.
Okay, then.
Yeah, that happened when I was like 20, like 20 years old.
Oh, 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, because
So-
I thought you were like pretty young still.
I was like, all the air was escaping through my lungs. But anyways, so they had this quantum computer there that basically like, it's like you put something in and it really is like it's like an AI generated and it comes up with like cures for things. Like it comes up with the cures for and the answers for things.
Like, give me an
Look
example.
it up.
Give me an example.
Look it up. And then we could talk about it because I don't know too much about it.
Quantum
Oh, the door's locked.
of. Oh, yeah, I know. Somebody had just called the store, so I didn't know if anybody was outside. So, robots, will they be the end of the world? Will they be the end of time? Or is it the beginning of time where we don't have to work and the robots do anything? So you're too young to know the cartoon, The Jetsons. But The Jetsons, this was a really long time ago. I think I watched it in the 1970s.
I've heard about it.
And they had a robot called Rosie, which is my mother's name. But anyway, the robot used to make them breakfast, lunch, dinner, clean the house, do all those kind of things. Now, that's real. If you had the money, you can buy a robot now.
Yeah, where are we going to get the money from to buy robots, though?
Well,
for
apparently,
robots
let's
taking
talk
over
about
the
this.
world?
Right now, because it's fairly new technology, it's expensive. But just like, okay, so if you buy a 47-inch screen TV, they're a quarter of the price what they were when they first came out. So everything is going to be reasonably priced, but the new technology is going to be extremely expensive. So Rosie, which was not that advanced of a robot, but it was a robot, it probably would cost a lot less than the brand new robot that's being made now. But it's also taking over jobs. So you don't have to clean your house anymore. You'll have a robot to do it. You don't have to have a server to serve you food. A robot will do it. You don't have to check out in a checkout line because a robot does it.
So what are we going to do?
I guess we're just going to sit home.
Be lazy?
I guess everybody's going to be obese. Everybody, it's like, what are you going to do? Tell me a job that you do not think that a robot can do. And
Honestly,
everybody out there that's
I was
watching, I would
thinking,
like you to comment below what you think a robot can do and we can't, or vice versa. Go ahead.
I was thinking about that before, though.
Before we even did the podcast?
No, before you even asked the question.
Okay, so tell me, what can a robot do that we can't, or what can we do that a robot can't? And like, yeah, okay, a robot can actually sing and play music because you can program it to sing and play music. And you can actually program it to sound like anybody you want. That's the crazy part. Now, what's even more crazy is I'm a lazy ass, okay? Because Alexa, I have to say it fairly low because I have one in here. She or he can do anything. Like it actually can lower my blinds in my house. It
What
can
about
turn on my air
what about
conditioning.
roofing and like stuff like that?
Well, they can have mechanical robots put new roofs on if they programmed it. Yeah.
Well, you can have a mechanical robot do anything.
My point. How do you know in 50 years from now that's not going to be the case?
If there is 50 years from now.
Well, yeah, well, you're right.
Nuclear bombs don't kill us.
But no doubt, I really don't think that the nuclear war is going to happen right now because I think people would be too afraid of it. Even the guys that are in charge of pushing the button for the nuclear weapons, I don't think they have the balls to actually do it because they know that would be the end of time. So I feel the end of time is going to be AI taking over everything and people like saying, oh my God, I don't have a job anymore. I just watched something on Instagram, this guy that buys jewelry, right? I had 4 people on that Instagram thing go walk into his store and they were selling all their Rolexes because they were taken over by AI, the jobs. I need to sell this. I lost my job. Yeah, AI took it. She was a coder stuff, and she lost her job. So that's a job that is for AI that anybody can do.
Really,
Any
anything.
robot can do. So you buy this robot. You don't have to pay him like vacation time. You don't have to pay him a salary. You don't have to pay if they get sick. Like they don't get sick.
So the only people that are really going to be making money is like business owners? The robot owners.
Right. The robot owners. That's probably better. The
You should
robot
be investing in robots.
the robot programmers.
Psychic robots.
If anybody is going to be able to predict the future, it would be AI. Okay. Let's just say.
But can they connect you with a past loved one?
No, but with AI, a
Ha!
past loved one
Ha!
can have a hologram
Ha!
right in front of you. William Shatner actually put a whole thing.
But I mean, you can just program it to say what you want it to say.
Let's ask who's going to win the next election. Who is going to win the next presidential election? Okay. This is the answer of who's going to win the next. So it's impossible to say for sure. We can highlight the current state that plays based on polls and forecasting models. It says 538 gives Trump a strong chance than most forecasters. It's so funny that it says this. This is AI, by the way, right now it's AI. Is that everybody says that he's going to try to run again. He's not allowed.
And that he'll change the rules.
Well, either he's going to change the rules or he's going to prove that the last election was rigged. And with that, he thinks that he is owed another term. So you really can only serve 2 terms. But he did serve 2 terms, one then and one now. But does that mean he still has 2 more terms or 2 more times because the first time he got screwed?
They're not going to let him.
I don't know. He's gotten away with a lot of stuff.
I don't think they're going to let him.
So,
I mean, he's trying to turn things around in office and stuff too. And like, it's just, they keep denying some things that he's trying to do.
they are both denying, both the Democrats and the Republicans. Now, you don't watch the news. I do watch the news on both of them.
Did you hear about how they said Jeffrey Epstein died?
How he died?
They said that he died.
Oh, no, I think he was murdered. That's my opinion.
I don't think he's dead at all.
You don't think he's dead?
No.
Okay, where is he?
Probably on his island.
Okay, and they did that because...
How does he just randomly die? All of a sudden, now that they're trying to open up the case again, and then he gets, the case gets like...
Well, he was in jail and he hung himself.
I don't believe that.
Okay, and that's good conspiracy theory. What do you guys think?
Yeah, what do you guys think? I want to know.
I want you to comment below. But listen, no, that's a cool subject because I believe that he was murdered for the fact that he had a lot of dirt on a lot of influential people. They went to his island. All these people went to, like the Clintons went to his island. So Trump didn't go to his island. There's no proof of that.
Yeah, it's on the list.
No, it's not. There is actually no list. But there is a flight list. And Trump has been on his plane.
Right.
But he didn't go to the island.
Oh.
And others did. And some of those people, like Epstein didn't hang around with like you and I.
No.
They hung around with pretty
like
rich people. Exactly.
Stuff like that.
So they went to the island. And you don't go to the island to fish.
Yeah.
As far as I know. God, do I look old, huh?
Why is that?
I'm looking at myself.
Oh, relax.
Well, I do.
Be nice.
I'm being nice to myself. I'm just saying. So, to sum this up, do you believe are we near the end of time? So your take, how old are you now?
29.
29. So you're a millennial / Gen Z at the end.
I'm not a Gen Z.
You're close. You're pretty damn close.
No.
So if I Google it, so I'm gonna use this AI. Let's see. What are the dates of someone who's Gen Z? All right, here we go. People born between 1997 and 2012.
2 years difference.
Well, that's pretty damn close. You have a little bit of Z in you.
Yeah, I do.
So, yeah, right? So look at the oldest Gen Z is around 28 years old.
So we pretty much like, they pretty much learned off of us.
But I will say that you have a amazing work ethic and I know I'm going to get flack for this, but I did talk to a lot of Gen Zers, and their work ethic is nothing like people who are born later, people like me. I don't see that. You're an exception to the rule. Your typical Gen Z wants to work about 4 days a week, 4 hours a day, or own a business and have somebody else run it. Is that the end of time? I mean, what is this world coming to when it's acceptable to even be homeless and live on the streets? I don't know if you know that the President of the United States literally just put the military in Washington, D.C. to clean up all the homelessness and the crime and stuff like that. But it's become rampant now. It's like we're becoming this third world country, yet our AI is becoming so powerful. It's so weird because the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer.
Yeah, there's no middle class anymore.
There's no middle class. It's gone. So guys, what do you think? I want to know what your opinion is. Please comment below, hit subscribe. Any last words, Kelly?
Bye.
That's it, huh? All right. Bye, guys. Have a blessed day.